Yo, so the opinions and views expressed in this podcast are that of our own and the future Bachelor podcast only, and not affiliated with any outside party or entity or anything like that. This fun podcast, though, may include some adult language.
Future Bachelor Podcast.
Otherwise, this show would be called Bachelor Future. You know what I'm saying? But it's that time to talk about Bachelor stuff on our show. Yes, but before we start talking Bachelor stuff, YouTube, go ahead and subscribe. Smash that thumbs up button and hit that notification bell so you can get notified every time we drop new Bachelor content, just like this. And if you just did, huge shout out to you. Air horns for you. Yo, V, we got some Bachelor Nation stuff going down this week. Where do we start?
We're starting with good news. Nice. Bachelor in Paradise is coming back.
Let's go. It's my favorite.
It will come back in the fall. A premiere date has yet to be announced. So I'm guessing that means they haven't even made it to the beach yet.
Yeah, so if you guys have been like hanging out with us through this, it's pretty long hiatus. I don't know why it feels longer than usual, but
well, because it is longer than usual. Because usually it would be like it wouldn't be this long. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I don't think so. But because usually I feel like the Bachelorette season would have been like earlier in the spring.
Typically, I just feel like they're back to back to back. Like once one is over, like the longest break is usually between Bachelorette and Bachelor in Paradise.
Yeah, you get the break between Bachelor in Paradise mostly to the following like Bachelor season. Yeah. I feel like that's like the fall winter break, and then you start at the top of the year. So it's like usually like the first like couple quarters of the year might have it. Right. Anyways, but Jesse Palmer will be the host. Wells is gonna be the bartender. So none of they're not going to do like, rotating hosts or anything like that, but that'll be the vibe. So we'll have to see. Who would you like to see on the beach, Sai?
My favorite is definitely Victoria. Is it Victoria P or? No, Victoria F.
Fuller.
Yeah, Victoria F. Yeah. She's, one that I think they've been trying to get out there. She's the closest you would get to like probably like the top tier of Bachelor Nation before you start getting into leads, I would say. Besides,
she was kind of a villain too. So.
Yeah, but she's kind of like the Kardashian of Bachelor Nation, I would say. So yeah, I would probably want to see her out there. Just she looks good in a bikini. Best place to showcase that that bod.
Indeed,
yes,
you're not wrong.
Yes, the beach. But how about you? Who are you looking forward to?
I feel like I would like to see Serene from Clayton's season to go to the beach and just like be the it girl on the beach, just because I love her and I think she's great. And I think she deserves some good quality loving.
Oh yeah, no, she's awesome for sure. What would you think about this? Like, what if they like had one girl and one guy that like would just like random, like it's not even in Bachelor Nation. They've just picked one like really good looking guy and girl to just throw in the mix. I think it would be interesting.
Just like random, like civilians, like just random
civils. Like, yeah, like, I think they do that in Canada, in that version I was hearing.
I think, you could nominate people to be on Bachelor in Paradise.
I think that would like kind of like put a little mix into it, you might be invested in them. They might become a villain. I don't know, but I think I think
it would be kind of cool, and it would kind of add, a little bit more real.
Exactly. And it's like, they can have like actual bachelor plants, like we're a bachelor plant, so
right.
Not a rose plant, but like, what I'm saying. Anyways, what else we got?
Woof.
Yeah.
So, the rumor mill's been rolling around because Tayshia was seen hanging out with Dale and some folks, and people are like, ooh, her and Dale an item. That can't be confirmed. We don't know. And then because her and Austin Kroll from Southern Charm, they did Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen together. They were like the guests on it together. They did like a Instagram story recently where she had like captioned it like reunited, and it or no, he had captioned reunited and it feels so good, and she reshared it saying if you know you know, and people are all like, are they dating? Especially like after this season of Summer House, where like Austin like became a villain on Summer House, which isn't even his Bravo show. People are all like, who is women is Austin? Like, is Austin trying to go to every single reality show and try to bag a baddie? Which maybe he is, and good try, Austin. I don't know why. You're not that good looking.
Yeah, he's like the Thanos of reality TV.
Yeah, he's trying to
get his gauntlet.
Oh God.
What's it called? That's cool. Well, yeah, Taysha would be, she's definitely up, one of those up there women too. I would love to maybe see her on the beach again. Yeah. I mean, she was on there once, right?
Yeah, she was.
Yeah, I mean, it would be interesting to see her come back, but she might be too good for that now. We got anything else?
Yeah, Mari has been doing some pageants. Her and what's his fetch? I don't even remember his name right now. The one with all the tattoos. It's like 40. Does like the
boy band manager. Yeah.
She's been doing a bunch of pageants. She's back in the pageant game. She is doing Miss Mundo Puerto Rico, and like has been talking a lot about like, the different stigmas that go into pageants, which I think it's an interesting thing to take up, especially since so many women on The Bachelor do pageants. But
yeah,
good for
I mean,
her. She
pageants are one thing. I definitely feel like they should stop doing like kids pageants. Don't you think?
Oh yeah, for sure. Like I think
pageants in general, but like
pageants, it's like a very bizarre concept to be like putting like flippers and fake teeth in your kid's mouth so that they look more attractive
and then being
like
judged
gloating
by adults. It's just weird.
It just seems bizarre to me.
Yeah.
Seems bizarre.
Well, anyways, good for her. She's beautiful. I'm sure she'll win some pageants. What else we got?
So Hannah Brown recently has come out talking about how she used a lot of like how she's had to like readjust her relationship with alcohol because right after her season, like when it was airing or like after, all of that happened, she was, coping with it a lot. And so she's like kind of like been coming out more and like talking about her relationship with alcohol and like the show's relationship with alcohol and things like that, especially since, she spent a lot of time in quarantine, like partying with the quarantine crew in Jupiter, Florida. So
I totally feel that. I mean, I really got to like commend anyone that's kind of taking a look at it because
right.
A lot of people won't identify alcohol as being a problem, even though it could be obvious to everyone else around you that you have it doesn't even have to be a big problem and just might be a little problem. But that's kind of what I was talking about earlier in the show, like at the top where, sometimes it feels like when you stop alcohol, like, I mean, I've been doing it for now like 5 months, but like it really feels like you kind of pull yourself out of the matrix. And that was kind of what I was trying to describe at the festival this weekend. It's like everyone around you is drinking. Like, it's just like, it's really hard to identify one person else that might not be drinking right around you and stuff. And, and it's just different, like a mindset that just, I feel like my mind like just can't be at the same place, like everyone having a good time, like, or I'm just not there yet. I'm still like trying to adjust. And it really is like one of those things where, especially when you're on television, you're such a high profile like lead on a show like The Bachelorette.
Right.
You feel inclined to be at every party, every gathering, everybody's got something to celebrate and they're always popping a bottle or, drinking some White Claws or something. So, yeah, good for her for trying to get, on top of that. Definitely a salute to her. Anything else to do for Bachelor Nation news?
Yes. So big news. Jordan Rogers and JoJo Fletcher finally got married. It was her season. He was the winner of her season back in 2016. And they even like got re-engaged because he like wanted to like actually gift her a different ring, like a ring that was like more, her than Neil Lane's. Sorry, not sorry, Neil Lane. But so they finally got married at the Sunstone Winery in Santa Ynez, California. And of course, people got the exclusive of their photos and everything. It looked gorgeous. Seemed like they had like, typical people like Becca Tilley and other people and probably Haley Kiyoko at their wedding from their seasons and stuff. So some of those like kind of main main folks that have been friends with them that have been.
You gotta love the JoJo Joe, couple.
The JoJo, indeed.
because they did. I feel like they did it right. Like I feel like they did it right in the sense of Bachelor Nation. Even kind of like I would recommend you don't really get engaged right away when you're like just dating someone. Like maybe you move in with them first. Like, you get to know how it is living with that person. Then you get engaged after a little while. Then you get married. You live that engaged life, and then you get married, and then you live that married life. You wait a little while till you have like a kid. I feel like they took the necessary steps to really, be a real deal relationship in such a high profile situation. So congrats to them, and I'm sure they've been through the fires and survived. So I'm gonna give them a round of applause.
Yes, I love them. They're a great couple.
Yes. Well, yeah, that kind of closes us out for Bachelor Nation News. Let us know what you think of any of this stuff. Who are you excited to see on the beaches of Bachelor in Paradise?
Let us know in the comments.
Yeah, who do you think maybe is a good, matchup for Tasha? Because I don't believe it's Dale, but who
neither.
knows? Yeah. And let us know also if you think, if you're excited about Bachelorette coming up here in a couple weeks.
We're getting closer.
It's getting soon, closer. Right? I know I'm excited. I know we were like, when it's like back to back to back, you're like, oh my goodness. But no, I kind of miss it again, especially because we do this show. But we've been doing a good job, I think, of letting you guys know what's going on in the nation of Bachelor.
In the nation
of Bachelor.
Bachelor, because the things going on in this nation are not great. So.
Yeah, we love you guys. So thanks for sticking around.
Future Bachelor Podcast.